Okay, it's 12/22/2018. Still picking away on the snowblower. I made some progress yesterday. I test fitted the auger to figure out how much room I had between the auger and the housing, because I'm going to make a few shims to support that. And I went to adjust the screws back here to get the chute aligned better, and that went together just fine. When I was looking at that, I realized that the chute, the rotary part of the chute was really sticky, so I took it apart and it was full of some kind of oil that almost turned into like a spray adhesive, and every bit of sand was just stuck in it. I wire brushed it and wiped it and got that all cleaned off, put it back together, and it was really sticky. So that's, I'm assuming, why they sprayed it with oil or whatever they did. So I'm going to add a shim in between it to adjust that a little bit. And that's what I'm going to jump to. We're going to cut a couple parts, and then it'll just be probably time-lapsed, or just sped up, me goofing around with that chute today. So let's cut some parts. I think I'm almost ready to go. And yes, I could have just added washers on that chute, but I have a plasma cutter, and it's fun to use and design parts. It's good practice. Okay, this was fighting me, so I stopped and tried to adjust a couple things, make a little fork. I was having trouble grabbing the fastener and getting it set in a hole. These little nut drivers at one time had a magnet in there, but it's fallen out. If that was in there, it might be really easy to just pick them up and put them in there, but it is not in there. And I don't think I can get it in there by myself. And I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to just do a little one-day video and try to illustrate what it really is like for me to try to do this. So I was out here, it's 10 to 11 now. I was probably out here at 8, goofed around, had coffee, thought about things, was on the computer for a little bit. So I probably got started an hour ago. As I said, this was fighting me. I tipped the whole thing over, all the parts went everywhere, so I need to stop and think about how to stabilize it. So I put it in the little vise on the table, so now it's sitting there pretty good. I've got one screw up there in place. Let's see if I can at least get that started so it's not going to fall apart again on me. And it's hard for me to reach. It seems like that would be really simple, but I don't have any triceps. Once my arm gets up so far, it falls back. I can't lift that up right now. It's just, there, I can move my wrist. So I gotta lower my arm down, stretch it out, lift it up, I got a good bicep, but once again, once I get so far, it just falls over. So the same thing happens, you see me kind of lunge at it like that, and then also it's hard for me to hold the weight. So the further I go forward with that, I don't have any abdominal muscles, so that I end up falling over. So it's kind of a pretty good balancing act to be able to make a little triangle out of my arms so they don't fall into me, but within reach so I don't fall forward. And right here, this is going to be tough just to get my hand up on top of this to brace it. I kind of got to throw it at it. Okay, that one's at least started. Okay. That is way better. I could barely turn it. Hopefully it's not too loose. If it's too loose, the snow hitting it will make it turn on its own. And it's turned pretty easy right now. So if the snow doesn't turn it, I'm really happy with that. That's way better. And that took almost 15 minutes, so that's not bad at all for me. It's the setup that usually just takes a long time. And I'm jumping in the middle of a project here if I do post this today. This is a snowblower I'm working on for a friend of mine. I got many other clips, but what I'm finding is, and why I want to throw one up today, is I've got a lot of time into these. It's going to take me weeks overall, so I got quite a bit of footage to edit down, and it might be easier to do incomplete videos and just show a day's work. And I jump around a lot from project to project. If I'm waiting for something, or if I get stuck on one little thing, I need to wait a day or two. Like now it's Saturday. If I get stuck, my helper's not here till Monday afternoon, so a project can sit for 2.5 days just waiting for a 30-second help on something. All right, I think I'm gonna pause here till I get set up for the next part of this. The other thing I realized is got a whole new respect for people that are doing YouTube videos. It's a lot of work. Granted, I'm brand new to it, but the editing takes me quite a while. Just downloading from the camera, doing the editing, and I can't remember the term. There's a term for when it processes the video. That takes a while. I mean, like half an hour to an hour for it to process it. And then uploading it to YouTube is time consuming also. So, whole new respect for all of you that make videos. Thank you. Okay, made it over to the other bench. Managed to get the housing propped up into place. I'm going to try to get that auger in yet today, and a bunch of shims that go with it. All right, it wins for today. I'm tired. That may be one of them. I need to stop and get 2 minutes worth of help from somebody, and that'll be together. We will see. I gotta go and eat lunch, but that might be it for today.